In this tutorial, we will complete the JavaScript operators. Now, the last few operators are remaining to understand. In the previous lecture, we learned what is new operator. Now, let's move to the next operator and learn what is instance of operator. The instance of operator takes an operand on its left and right side. The instance of operator expects a left side operand as object and right side operand as class object. The instance of operator evaluates to true if its left side operand is instance of the right side operand. Otherwise, it will return false. For example, if I create an instance of date here, so I will say constant d is equal to new date. Now I just wanted to know that d is instance of the date variable or not. So I will say console.log d instance of date. The result would be true because d is instance of the date object, right? After that, I will declare an array. So I will say constant array is equal to, and I will specify some elements 1, 2 and 3. Now I will check if the newly created array is instance of the array object. So I will say console.log and specify array instance of array. Now the result would be true because the newly created object is an array. But if I say console.log and I will say array instance of date, now the result would be false because array is not instance of the date object. That is why you will get false on the console. Now you know that what is instance of operator, but do you know how instance operator work? If you wanted to know how instance operator work, then you need to understand prototype chain. This is JavaScript inheritance mechanism. We will take a look at this in the future lectures. But now let's move on to the next operator, delete. Delete operator is the unary operator which used to delete the object property or array element. Let's take an example. If I declare an object here, so I will say constant obj is equal to, and in the curly braces I will specify some properties x1, y2 and z3. Now let me first check object property x is in the object or not. So I will say console.log and in the single quote I will specify x, then we specify the in operator and specify object. Now the result would be true because x is the property of the object. Now I just wanted to delete one of its property using delete operator. So I will say delete, specify the object dot x. Now I will delete the first property of the object. Now when you print this property, the result would be different. Now I will execute the same statement again. So I will just copy this statement and print here. Now when you execute this, the result would be different and you will get false on the console because property x is deleted from the object using delete operator, right? So now x is not exist in object, right? Now let's take an example of array. I will declare a simple array here. So I will say constant array is equal to, and in the square bracket I will specify some array element 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now let's print the fourth array. So I will say console.log, then specify array, and in the bracket I will say 3. I will print 4 on the console, right? So I just wanted to specify 3 in the bracket because array start from 0. After that, I just wanted to delete last element from the array. So I will say delete array, and in the bracket I will specify the last element index 3. Just after that, I just wanted to print this element again. So I will say console.log and specify the array and just print the last element. When you execute this statement, the result would be different. You will get undefined on the console because the delete operator will delete the last array element, right? Now let's move on to the next operator, the conditional operator. Now what is conditional operator? Now the conditional operator is ternary operator. Ternary operator means it has 3 operands. The conditional operator has 3 operands. The first operand goes before the question mark, the second goes before the colon, and the third goes after the colon. Conditional operator is just like if and else statement, but this operator is very handy in certain situations. Now let's take an example of conditional operator and compare this operator with if and else statement. So I will just create if and else statement first. So I will just declare a variable here with literal. So I will say let print is equal to, and in the double quote I will specify a message, hey everyone. After that I will specify if and else statement. So I will say if, in the expression I will specify print. Now in the statement block I will specify console.log and print the variable, and in the else statement I will just change the text of the print variable and specify welcome and print this variable again. If I execute this statement, then what would be the result? You will get hey everyone on the console because we specified value to the print variable. If I just remove the literal, then the else block will execute. So I will just remove the literal from here and execute this statement again. Now the message on the console is welcome, right? Now let's take the same example again with conditional operator. So I will just use the previous print variable and I will say print is equal to, and then specify the expression. So I will say print, then we specify the question mark, and then we specify the statement. So I will say print colon and then specify the second statement. Now I will specify welcome here. Now here, if the print expression is evaluated true, then we will return print to the print variable. If the print expression evaluated to false, then we will return welcome text to the print variable, right? And just after that I will say console.log and print the variable. So when you execute this statement, you will get hey everyone message on the console. Using conditional operator, it is very easy to evaluate expression. And what if I just remove the literal from the variable? You will get welcome on the console. Conditional operator is very easy and handy, right? That's it. Our JavaScript operator is completed. From the next tutorial, we will start a new topic.